Hi everybody, I hope you had a wonderful spring break. It's Mrs. Urenda and this is of course my trusty sidekick Monty. I don't know if you can see him. Monty, come here. Come here. There he is. I had to bribe him with some treats. I hope you were able to spend some quality time with your families. Maybe stay in your jammies all day long, go on an Easter egg hunt, eat some jelly beans. I just hope that you had a wonderful break and some time to kind of relax. I know it's been a little bit stressful lately for your families. But I am back today on this beautiful Wednesday and I'm going to be reading you a book, and then afterwards we'll do another activity together. So today's book is called Go to Bed Monster, and this story is written by Natasha Wing and it's illustrated by Sylvia Kantervitz. If you know this song, please sing with me. These are my glasses, this is my book. I put on my glasses and open up my book. Then I read, 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 and I look, look, look. Then I take off my glasses and think about my book. All right, one more song. The author wrote the book, the author wrote the book. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the author wrote the book. The illustrator drew the pictures, the illustrator drew the pictures. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the illustrator drew the pictures. So before we get started, I want you to look at the front cover and I want you to guess, who do you think the characters will be in this story? You might notice this little robot-looking guy at the top. There's a girl, and then way in the corner is a little bunny rabbit. So think about who are the characters in this story. All right, let's get started. Go to bed, monster. One night, Lucy tossed and turned. She could not, would not, did not want to go to bed. I want to draw, she said. How many of you have felt like that over spring break? You did not want to go to bed. You wanted to do something else. I know my daughters felt that way. Lucy dumped out her crayons. She drew an oval body, a square head, rectangle legs, and circle eyes. When she added triangles, the shapes turned into... What do you think they're turning into? I thought it was a robot, but now I'm thinking I might have been wrong. They turned into a monster. Roar, said Monster. You don't scare me, said Lucy. Let's play. So definitely wasn't a robot. It was a monster. And she used all of those different shapes to create that monster. Lucy and Monster built castles. They flew airplanes. They marched in a parade. Then they skipped and jumped and crawled and stomped, and Lucy was all worn out. Let's play Sleeping Lions, said Lucy. Why do you think she wanted to play Sleeping Lions? Do you think maybe she was tired and wanted to take a nap? Chase, roared Monster. I'm too tired, said Lucy, and so are you. Go to bed. Lucy drew Monster a bed, but Monster would not go to bed. Grrr! Look at that, she used her crayons and she drew him his very own bed. Even though it looks super comfy, he still doesn't want to go to sleep. Hungry, roared Monster. Chomp, chomp, chomp. So Lucy drew a mountain of meatballs. Wow, she's really using her imagination. First she drew him that awesome bed, and then now she made him some meatballs. Thirsty! Lucy drew a bucket of water. Glub, glub, glub. Look at that big, huge bucket of water. He took a really big drink. Potty! So Lucy even drew him a bathroom. And that says, more play, asked Monster. Go to bed, moaned Lucy. But Monster did not want to go to bed. What do you think he wants to do now? He already took a drink. He already went to the bathroom. She gave him a snack. What else could he possibly want to do? cold, whined Monster. So Lucy drew the monster pajamas. Scared. So Lucy drew him a huggy bear. Look at that cute little bear she drew him. Dark. Lucy drew a moon so it wouldn't be so dark. Then Lucy crossed her arms. That's enough. Now go to bed. Look at Lucy. How do you think she's feeling right now? She's probably feeling a little frustrated, right? Because she's tired and she wants to go to sleep, and that silly monster just does not want to go to bed. This is how I feel at bedtime with my daughters. They make up every excuse to not go to sleep. The monster says, "Not sleepy," snapped Monster. "Maybe this will help," said Lucy. "Book," cheered Monster. "Only if you get into bed," said Lucy. Now he looks pretty happy, right? Do you think he's going to get in bed and go to sleep if she reads him a bedtime story? Sometimes I have to do that for my daughters when they don't want to go to sleep. Monster climbed into bed. "Soft," sighed Monster. Lucy tucked in Monster, and then she read and read and read. "Sleepy," whispered Monster. Oh, do you think he's going to go to bed now? Look at him. His little eyes are getting so tired. Look at that. What shape is that? Yeah, if you said square, you're right. Lucy watched one circle eye, then two circle eyes slowly close. Lucy drew curtains over the moon. She laid down her head, and then she finally, peacefully went to sleep. See if, oh, look at the monster still awake while she's sleeping. Do you think that he's gonna go to bed now? What's your prediction? Let's turn the page and see what happens. He fell fast asleep. Well, boys and girls, I hope you liked our story, Go to Bed Monster. We are going to be making a really cool craft, and it has something to do with this book. What do you think it is? We're going to use some shapes like Lucy did, and we're going to create our very own monsters. How fun is that? And then after we make them, if you want your parents to post it on our TK Padlet, they can, and all of your friends can see the monsters that you've created. So let's get to that activity next. So the activity that we're going to be making today is a shape monster, just like we saw in the story, Go to Bed Monster. So I really want you guys to use your imaginations like Lucy did and create your own shape monster today. To do this activity, you only need a few things that can be found around your home. The first thing that you'll need is some construction paper. If you don't have construction paper at your house, you can always just use white plain paper and you can color it in when you're finished. You're also going to need some scissors. You'll need a glue stick, and you'll need some type of pen or pencil so that you can trace and cut out your shapes. Okay, so I cut out some of my shapes beforehand just to make this go a little bit faster. The first shape I cut out is this one. What shape is this? It looks like a circle, but it's actually an oval, and I think I'm going to use this oval for my monster's face and his body. Now, when you do your monster, you can do it however you like, okay? You don't have to make it an oval shape. I really want you to use your imagination. I also have some yellow, what shape is this? Right, these are a circle. I also have some yellow circles, and I think I might use these for my monster's eyes, but just the yellow looks kind of plain, so I think I'm going to add another color to that. I have some scrap paper left over, and I found a cup in my kitchen, so I'm going to use that as a tracer. So I'm just going to get my pen, and I'm going to trace around the edges of the cup, and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut it. And this is actually two pieces of paper together because my monster's going to have two eyes. Your monster can have more than two eyes, though, if you'd like. So I'm just carefully cutting around, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And now I have two white circles. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these yellow circles on top of these white ones, just to make his eyes pop a little bit more. And again, you do your monster the way that you want to. Okay, and then I think I'll glue these more to the top like that. All right, so far my monster has an oval body and it has some circles for eyes. So now I need to think about my mouth. So I cut out a shape that looks like this. It's kind of like a half of a circle, and I think I'm gonna use that for my monster's mouth. Now it kind of looks like an emoji. Okay, what is my monster missing? I think he needs some teeth. So I'm gonna add some teeth into my monster's mouth. And I cut out these little guys. What shape, can you see, is that? Good, it's a square. So I'm gonna use a bunch of little squares inside of his mouth. And again, when you're creating your monster, use your imagination and make it the way that you want it. It does not have to look like mine. Okay, let's see how many teeth we have. Maybe I'll add one more just for fun. So we have 1, 2, 3 on the top, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. Does anyone know how many teeth that is all together? If you're not sure, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm making 7 teeth in my monster's mouth. What else do you think my monster needs? Maybe he needs some pupils because his eyes look a little scary like that. So I'm gonna use some markers and I'm gonna draw the insides of my monster's eyes. I think I'm gonna make them blue. So I'm just gonna go like that. And do a little pupil on the inside. Okay, now my monster has eyes and he has a mouth with some teeth. I think I might add a nose. And what shape is this? Can you see? That's right, it's a triangle. So I'm gonna use the triangle for his nose. Just like that. Scoot it over. Okay. And now I think I want to add maybe some ears. Does anyone know what shape this is? That's right, it's a diamond, or you can say rhombus. So we're gonna put those on the side, maybe like that. Now he's kind of looking like a mermaid monster. Okay, so now I have my monster's face, and I think I'm gonna add some hair, maybe. Okay, what shape is this? Good, it's a rectangle. So I think I'm gonna do rectangle strips across the top and make him have some crazy hair. Okay. There we go. Maybe I'll add one more over here. Okay, so far, my monster has hair, he has circles for eyes, he has diamonds for ears, he has a triangle for a nose, he has a half circle for his mouth, and he has little squares for his teeth. Now remember I said I'm gonna be using this oval for his face and his body, so I think I'm just gonna attach some arms and some legs. So for his legs, I have these long green strips of paper, and I think I'm going to fold them up in an accordion fold. And to do that, I'm just gonna go front, back, front, back. And I'm gonna try to keep my papers together. Front, back, front, back. And then when I unfold it, it kind of looks like an accordion like that. So I'm gonna use those for his legs. So I'm just gonna attach them to his silly face. Okay, and then I have some more scraps. And it looks like another rectangle. So I think I'm just gonna cut these into smaller strips and use these smaller ones. And again, I'm gonna go front and back and front and back. I'm gonna repeat that pattern, and then I'm gonna squeeze it tight and unfold it. And I'm gonna use that for his arms. So I'm gonna attach that to the bottom for his arms. And my monster is almost finished. I think I might add a couple little hands. So we have some triangle hands, maybe. And then I think all he needs is some feet. So for his feet, maybe I'll just use those white circles that I cut out earlier. We'll just do 2 of those, and then I can decorate them with my markers if I want. All right, and there he is. There is my shape monster. I used my imagination just like Lucy, and hopefully he lets me sleep tonight. Hopefully I don't have to draw him a bed or a pile of meatballs. So I hope you have fun making your shape monster at home. Please post them to the Padlet so that we can all see them. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Read Alouds with Monty.